Hi, this is Faith Richardson. I'm going to sit here and tell you some things about the theories to help us understand the individual or situation in clinical social work. Attachment, psychodynamic, systems, humanistic, cognitive, Maslow hierarchy needs, Erickson's 7 stages, social learning theory, which is grief and loss, the Kilamente, which is the cycle of change, social learning, communication, which is by Egan, personal, cultural, and social, which is by Thompson, structural understandings, and Bronfenbrenner's ecological theory. The theories of assessment, which is functional, selective, and affirmative. The models of assessment are as follows: questioning, exchange, and procedural, motivational interviewing technique, skilled helper, which is by Egan, psychoanalytical, risk assessments, therapeutic relationship, listening, 4-tier system model, empathy, multidisciplinary working partnership, intervene, reflection, evaluation, person-centered, attachment, behavioral conditioning, crisis intervention, task-centered, psychodynamic, social learning, cognitive behavioral, counseling, group work, and advocacy. To evaluate a person, it is empowerment, advocacy, user involvement, supervision and development, working in partnership, and reflective practice. There are 8 task-centered practice problems: interpersonal conflict, dissatisfaction with social relationships, problems with formal organizations, difficulties in role performance, problems in social transition, reactive emotional distress, inadequate resources, and behavior problems. The theories that are used in social work are psychoanalytical theory, which is by Freud, Winnicott, and Erickson; behaviorist theory, which is by Pavlov and Skinner; cognitive theory, which is by Visconti, Piaget, Bruder; person-centered theories, which is by Carl Rogers, and other writers and practitioners, which is Froebel, Steiner, and Montessori. There are stages of generalist social work practice, and this is something that every social worker should know about the theories in social work practice, the stages, in generalist social work practice. There are 7 stages to generalist social work practice. And if you don't know them, you're going to know them by the end of this lesson. The reason why they're so important is because we use them when we're interviewing people, whether we're in private practice or whether we are in other settings such as child support, child enforcement, child mental health, or in a school setting. The first one is engagement. The second is assessment and data collection. The third is planning. The fourth is implementation. The fifth is evaluation. The sixth is determination. And the seventh is follow-up. Now, there are brief descriptions for each section. And I'd be more than happy to provide you with the answers to that question. Engagement is the first step of the general practice social work approach. It consists of getting to know the client and deciding to work with him or her. The relationship built at this time is the foundation for the rest of the social work intervention. The client must also choose to work with the social worker, or else the process becomes something that is done to rather than with the client. That's the first one. So the reason why I read that is to give you an approach to how it is supposed to be in social work, and you can gather more information on assessment, data collection, planning, implementation, evaluation, termination, and follow-up in social work. The 5 major dimensions of social work are crucial, whether you're a clinical practice, whether you are bachelor's level, whether you are associate level, whether you're just trying to get a certificate in social work. As long as you're on the level of social work, the 5 major dimensions always count. Social workers may focus attention on any problem or cluster of problems, even those that are very complex and difficult. Social work involves a focus on targeting the environment for change. The system that social workers need to change or influence in order to accomplish goals is called the target system or target of change. Targets of change are not limited to individuals or families. Social workers must look at where change is essential outside the individual and work with the environment to improve that change. So social workers are providing change to people, places, and things in all aspects of social work, whether it's medical social work, clinical social work, hospital social work, military social work, children's social work, individual social work, family social work. Any aspect of social work is all about change. Targeting the environment. Social workers often find the need to advocate for their clients. Advocacy involves actively intervening in order to help clients get what they need. This intervention focuses on the relationship between the client and unresponsive system. Fourth, an emphasis or an adherence to a core of professional values, which is the National Association of Social Workers. This code focuses on the right of the individual to make free choices and to have good quality of life. What that means is every social worker ensures that their client has a good quality of life, meaning there must be a time in our lives that we have to sit down and say to ourselves, is this the right quality of life for me? Am I doing this for myself, my family, my children, my friends, my co-workers? It shouldn't be about your co-workers or your family or your children. First and foremost, it should be about you. You have to get yourself right in order to make sure your children are right, your family is right, your friends are right, your co-workers are right, and the world is right behind you. The fifth and last but not least major dimension is this, related to the core of social work to make their own decisions. Social workers practice in a partnership with clients, making and implementing plans together. Knowledge involves understanding the dynamics of people's situations and recognizing that skills that work best in specific situations. A systems perspective also guides workers to view systems as dynamic, having consistent dynamic movement because problems and issues are forever changing. This provides workers with an outlook that must be flexible. They must be ready to address new strategies and problems and apply new intervention strategies and techniques. Systems constantly interact with each other. It can be individual, a group, or a large organization. They divert the attention from the individual to the interaction between the individual and the environment. And there are a lot of roles that we as social workers play and do on a daily basis. I'm not going to read the definition. I'm just going to say the name of the role. You should already know what the definition should be for that. So I'm just going to read what we do on a daily basis. Advocate, counselor, teachable moments, educator, case manager, broker, mobilizer, mediator, facilitator, enabler, planner, colleague and monitor roles, activist, catalyst, trainer, outreach, research, and scholar. And the 5 concepts of social work are assessment, person and environment, which is the PIE, relationship, process, and intervention. This is a very short, and brief intervention model for the 5 major dimensions of social work. Bye, and I'll be back to see you guys for more information soon.